combo. Yin yoga first, and then yoga nidra with Gabi. And today the topic is blue moon, right? So you want to say anything or just talk later or introduce yourself again? I think many of the same people are here, but
yeah. Well, I'm Gabi and I'm very excited to be here. I just wanted to say that when you go into the Nidra, to make sure you're really comfortable. Like, it's not the place where you need to like suffer. Just make sure you're really comfortable. And if you have back pain, you can lay on your side. It's normally done on your back in Shavasana, but the most important thing is that you're super comfy, so you don't have to think about your body. I just wanted to say that. And this is the second time I do this, and I'm very excited. So thank you for being here.
Okay, so for the yin yoga today, since it's about the moon energy is connected to the water element, and the water element in our body is in our hips. So focus on the hips. And you probably know, for those who are practicing yoga sometimes, hips can be quite tight and even painful in poses. Since we are doing a very calming, relaxed second half with the yoga nidra, today the yin might be even though we are holding the poses, we're not moving, but it might feel intense. We will also do the dragon where we are on the knee and everything. You can always adjust. You don't have to go into the full stretch like always in yin yoga, only like 70%. But as well, like in the yoga nidra, make yourself comfortable. If you need a pillow under the knee, or just take props, always fine. Okay, but that's a bit the topic of today, the hips. And we want to invite this watery energy, moon energy. Moon energy is also very cooling, soothing compared to the sun energy. So we'll try to invite this energy into our body. So we start with the breathing pranayama practice, the Shitali breath, because that's a cooling breath. And I have to move a bit, sorry. I have to move a bit to the center. So the Shitali breath, we breathe in through the mouth, exceptionally, and out through the nose. If you can roll your tongue, make like a straw with the tongue. You're breathing in through this straw, through your tongue, and then closing the mouth, breathing out through the nose. If you can't do that, not everyone can do that, you can also just stick the tongue out, bring the tongue on the lower lip, and then breathing in through the open mouth like that. And you will probably feel it. It's cooling. It gives a cooling sensation in your mouth. So let's try. Like just in your own rhythm, just try to slow down your breathing, long breath as long as possible, just with this tongue position. Okay, you can close your eyes. Just take a moment here to relax, settle down. Letting go of any tension. You can sit on the floor, on your cushion, the block, anything, it's fine. And see if you can soften your body a little bit more here. And then we start a Shitali breath. So roll your tongue or stick it out gently and breathe in. Close the mouth and breathe out through the nose. And then again, in your own rhythm. One last breath like this. And then keep your mouth closed. Only breathe in and out through the nose. Just calming down your breathing. Breathing in your natural rhythm. And just observe what this breath did to your body. If you feel some coolness, calm, soothing energy of the moon in your body. Couple of mindful breaths here. And then keeping the eyes closed, bring your awareness from your breath into your body, into your pelvis, hips. Just bring the full focus on your pelvic bowl. And imagine your pelvis as a big bowl, half filled with fresh and clean water. And feel how this cooling energy of the water spreads in your pelvis, in your groin, maybe into your hips. Stay tall in your spine, long back. And very gently start to move your pelvis, rocking it to the front and back. So you're rolling over your sit bones. A very small movement. No matter if you're sitting on the floor, on a cushion or block, it's okay. Really imagine this water in your pelvic bowl moving. And be careful that you don't spill this water. So careful, small movements. Now, carefully move your pelvis from side to side. So maybe you lift one sit bone a bit up from the ground, center, and then the other side. The rest of the body just follows. Don't think too much. Let's be an intuitive, organic movement. And again, carefully imagine the water is moving with this motion of your pelvis, kind of from side to side. The eyes stay closed. Full awareness in your hips, groin, pelvis. Now start to kind of circle your pelvis, your hips, rolling over your sit bones very gently. That movement comes more from your belly region, that's also fine. Just let it happen. And again, imagine this water in your pelvic bowl, gently moving. And then circle the other way around. And then slow down the movement and come back to stillness in your body. Sitting tall but relaxed. And again, for a moment, just observing how you feel after this gentle movement of your hips, pelvis. Observing without any judgment. Maybe you can feel some cooling, fresh energy in your pelvic bowl. And let this energy spread into your whole body. One more deep breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. Maybe open the mouth. Let go. If you want, you could keep the eyes closed and move into a wide-legged child's pose, our first yin yoga pose. So you open the knees wide, if possible, the feet pointed. Open the knees as wide as it's comfortably, and then sink back with the hips. And then you can either just rest your forehead on your arms. You could stretch out your arms to the front. You could use your pillow underneath the forehead or between your hips and your heels. Make it comfortable for you. Once you have found your position here, wide-legged child's pose, really let go, especially in your hips. Feel the hips heavy, sinking towards the heels. No matter if they're touching the heels or not. It's not important, just heavy hips. Soften your whole body. The belly just sinks down. In Yin Yoga, we don't only want to open up the body, calming the body. We also want to calm our mind. So maybe you want to focus a bit on your breath here. Letting the breath awareness calming down your mental state. If you find your mind still very active, a lot of thoughts, a lot of mental chatter, that's okay. Don't resist it. Just let it flow through you like water. Don't hold on it. And slowly lift the hips. And for a moment, come onto your belly. As a counter position, stretching out the legs for a moment. Again, you can make a pillow with your arms, resting your forehead. If you want to add a movement, shaking out your hips or bending the knees, swinging the lower legs from side to side. Just rest here for a moment. Feeling the effects of the yin yoga pose in your body. And then tuck the toes, bring the hands underneath the shoulders, lift up into a tabletop first. Okay, and we move into dragon. So you lift up your hands, first stepping your right foot towards the front. Okay, so make sure it's comfortable for your left knee. So maybe you want to double up the mat on the left side, or you want to even take your pillow underneath the knee. Everything fine. So, because don't forget, we will stay here for about 3 minutes, maybe a bit shorter since it's an intense pose. So from here, you just let the hips sink down. Okay, so the target area is the left hip flexor. Okay, so the left front hip, we want to open it up. For your arms, your position. So you could bring your hands on your thigh, could also lean with your elbows. Maybe you want to bring your hands down, letting your head rest down, or you want to stay straight. Your position, you can always also change in between. Okay, just see if you can find some stillness in your body. Okay, so just find your position and then allow your body to soften into it. Even if it's more kind of an active yin yoga pose, you have to hold yourself upright. Still try to let go with gravity. And it might feel intense for your left hip. You can always back out a bit, going a bit out of the pose. It should not be a full intense stretch, only around 70%. Your face should still be soft. Especially pay attention to your jaw. Are you clenching your teeth together here? You press your tongue against the roof of your mouth. Soften your whole jaw, mouth area. Opening the teeth a bit. Maybe opening the lips a bit, but still breathing in and out only through the nose. Soft forehead. If you feel the urge to adjust the pose, shift, it's okay, do that. And then try to let go again, moving into stillness. Slowly move out, shift the hips back. First come into tabletop. Maybe circle your hips, shake them from side to side. Relax a bit. Okay, and then the other side. So bring the left foot to the front, and then the pillow, or maybe double up the mat, or just stay on the ground. Make yourself as comfortable as possible here in this pose, dragon, the yin dragon. And then let the hips sink a bit deeper towards the ground. Stretch should be not too intense. And find your arm position. Might be different here on this side than on the other side. Just see what feels good for you here. Close the eyes. And then let go. Softening, relaxing the body. Remember, water energy is soft. It's yin energy, feminine energy. Everything is just flowing, no resistance. If there's any obstacle on the way, water just flows around it. No effort. So invite this energy into your body and into your mind. In yin yoga, especially in hip opening poses, sometimes there can be like an emotional release. If that's happening, again, just let it flow through you. Don't resist it. Notice, feel for a moment, let go. Gently move out of the pose. Again, tabletop. Again, any movement here. Relax the hips. And then bring the knees a bit further towards the front and come into a seated position. If possible, this time on the floor, like the hips, the sit bones really on the floor. We move into butterfly legs. So gently. See how close you want to bring your feet, insides of the feet touching. And then you bring the soles of your feet together, letting the knees fall open. Here, you could use 1 or 2 pillows like underneath the knees for support. For your arm position, either the hands can rest on the knees, on your feet. You could also lean back a bit, also fine. Okay? And then when you are ready, close your eyes. Soften your body. Just let go with gravity. Really letting the knees sink down towards the floor with time. And again, soft face, relaxed tongue, relaxed jaw. Gently hold the outside of your knees. Bring the legs together. Stretch the legs out. And then here you can just roll out your legs a bit from side to side. Okay, in our last yin yoga poses, the shoelace, either half shoelace or full shoelace. It's actually a cow face pose for the legs. So you bring the left leg over the right leg, the thighs as close together as possible. Now we are stretching out, or we are opening up the inner rotators of the hip. So we are kind of closing the hip, but still stretching. So if that doesn't give you a lot of sensation and if your knees can be closed, you could also bend the right knee and bring the right foot next to the left hip. So see for yourself if you want to do the half version or the full version. Remember, you have to stay in there for 3 minutes, so it should feel quite comfortable. Maybe try and then come back. That's okay. Once you feel ready, here again, for your upper body, take any position. You can stay upright. If you want, you could try to lean a bit towards the front, bringing your forearms on your knee, or even leaning back. All fine. Eyes closed, body relaxed. Mind relaxed as well. Any thoughts, distractions are just flowing through you. You don't hold on, you don't grasp. Just let it go. And slowly release the pose. Maybe bring both feet to the front, shaking out your legs or rolling out. Anything to relax the legs. And then we do the other side. So this time, right leg over the left leg. Thighs as close as possible together. Either the left leg straight, half shoelace, or you want to bend the left knee. Find your own position. Close your eyes. And soften. Heavy hips. Relaxed face. Let this moon energy water energy flow through you. And slowly taking your time, releasing the pose, bring the feet to the front, and then taking your time to come onto your back. And Gabi will take over.
Welcome to the Yoga Nidra part of today's practice. Please take the time to lay yourself down on your back in Shavasana. And make sure you do any adjustments that you need to be absolutely comfortable. Maybe you want to take a sip of water before, put a pillow under your knees, under your head. Could be nice to cover your eyes with a scarf or an eye pillow or really anything, if that feels good for you. This practice is done laying on your back in Shavasana, arms by your side, feet softly falling out, palms up. If you have a back problem or if you're pregnant, you can lay on your left side. Your body rests in stillness throughout this practice. while a part of your mind remains aware and awake, just observing. So as you settle in here, take a deep breath and feel your whole body resting on the earth. Let your body melt into the arms of the earth. Just observe the flow of breath in your body. Effortless, light breath. Notice how you don't have to do anything to receive this breath. Feel your whole body being breathed and held so that you can relax, release, and let go of any effort. While you are resting here, doing nothing, we invite the spirit of the blue moon to remind us of the truth of who we are. The second full moon in a calendar month is called the blue moon. And this rare occurrence has given birth to the expression, once in a blue moon, meaning that something happens very, very seldomly. However, this rare occurrence does happen. The blue moon reminds us that anything, however unlikely it may seem, is possible. The blue moon awakens our long forgotten dreams and shows us that our desires and wishes can materialize, manifest, and become our reality. As you are resting here, observing your body, receiving this breath, imagine a giant, magnificent blue moon floating in the velvet dark night sky. And feel how this moon shines its healing light on you. Feel your whole body wrapped in this healing blue light. Let this powerful, soothing, healing light hold you, cradle you, love you. And as you float in this healing blue light, we begin the practice of Yoga Nidra. Feel how this blue light awakens a deep sense of gratitude in your heart. gratitude for being alive, for breathing, for being right here, right now. Bathe in this gratitude and just feel it shine out from your heart, spread through your whole chest. And here you can start to listen deep into your own heart. Can you hear your sankalpa? A sankalpa is a short message to remind you of the truth of who you are, or it can allow for a desired quality to awaken from within. It's a positive statement in present tense, starting with the pronoun I. For example, I am open. Or I am free. Or I trust myself. Feel your sankalpa awaken from inside your heart. And when you hear it or when you feel it, you can silently repeat it 3 times, remembering that it's already true. Let the vibrations of the sankalpa resonate throughout your whole body. And feel the essence of this truth integrate into your whole being. Feel your heart start to open up like a night flower, activated by the moonlight. And as the healing moonlight opens your heart, you notice a soft, shimmering, tiny, tiny blue moon, almost like a blue pearl inside your heart. Feel how this magical, tiny blue moon start to travel from your heart to your brow center. Feel it move to your right temple, your right cheek, right shoulder, right side of your chest, right upper thigh, before it lands in your right ankle. Now feel all these body parts glow simultaneously. Right temple, right cheek, right shoulder, right side of your chest, right upper thigh, and right ankle. Feel your whole right side illuminated in blue light. Feel the whole right side of your body glow. Now, notice this tiny, shimmering, pearl-like blue moon floating in your left ankle. It moves to your left upper thigh, left side of your chest, left shoulder, left cheek, and left temple. And then it floats inside your skull and lands in your midbrain, the home of your pineal gland. You feel the blue moon and the space between your ears, shimmering with healing light. Now feel how all the parts on your left side start to glow simultaneously. Left ankle, left upper thigh, left side of the chest, left shoulder, left cheek, and left temple. Feel your whole left side illuminated in blue healing light. Feel the whole left side of your body glowing. And now feel your whole body shimmering, floating, wrapped in healing blue light. You notice how this tiny magical blue moon is floating in front of your brow center, just a few centimeters from your forehead. See it floating? Feel how this tiny blue moon starts to move back and forth through your brow center with your effortless breath. As your body expands on the inhale, the blue moon floats out through your brow center into the space in front of your forehead. And as your body contracts with the exhale, the blue moon floats back through your brow center and into that dark space between your ears. Feel this soothing, soft blue moon move back and forth like a pendulum. Body expands with inhale. Blue moon floats out through your brow center into the space in front of your forehead. Your body contracts with the exhale. And the blue moon floats back through your brow center and into that dark space between your ears. Just watch how the moon moves back and forth with your effortless, light breath. And the blue moon now settles in your brow center. It lands there softly. And from this space of ever-conscious awareness, your third eye, we will start to explore the mental, emotional body. As I name a different feeling state, dive into that state as deep as you want and as gently as you need. Let the feeling of being closed wash through your body. How does it feel to close yourself off from parts of yourself, from the world, or from your dreams? To be in resistance, contracted, closed. Let that feeling wash through you. And then let it go. And now let the feeling of being open wash over you. Let it just wash through your whole body. How does it feel to be open to all parts of yourself, to the world, to your dreams and desires? To be receptive, expanded, open. Now release that experience and go back to your third eye. Rest in your brow center. Let the feeling of forgetting wash over you. How does it feel when you forget something? When you forget parts of yourself, your dreams, or your desires? What sensations arise inside you when you forget? When you let the feeling of forgetting wash over you? Now let that experience go. And let the feeling of remembering arise from within. What does it feel like to remember something? To remember who you are? Remember your dreams, your desires. What sensations arise in your body, in your bones, in your cells when you remember? Now let that experience drift away into the night and go back to your third eye. Rest in your brow center. And as you rest here in the awareness of your third eye, feel yourself whole. Feel all parts of yourself being held, healed, whole. We're going to play with visualizations. Imagine yourself resting on the softest grass in a dark, foggy, moonlit field full of blue wildflowers dancing in the soft breeze. Can you hear them whispering? You are home. And as you turn your head to the side, you see a silhouette of an ancient tree. The trunk of the tree pours its roots into the earth, and its crown is abundant with silver-colored shimmering leaves, softly moving in the breeze. And you feel called to sit up, and you start to walk towards this tree. And as you ask the tree to reveal the truth to you, soft silver leaves start to fall down from the branches, and they land on the earth. They form a thick, soft, glowing bed under this tree. So you decide to lay down on this bed of silver leaves under the tree. And as you lay here, cradled in softness, a radiant leaf falls down from the tree and lands on your pubic bone. And as it softly lands on your pubic bone, it reminds you of a dream, a wish, or a desire you had as a child. Something you always dreamt of, but thought you had to let go of as you grew into the responsibilities of adulthood. The touch of the leaf awakens this childhood dream. And you remember that desire, that wish, as the leaf melts into your pelvis, leaving a soft, sweet, shimmering light to guide you to live this dream. A second leaf falls down and lands on your heart. As this soft silver leaf lands on your heart, it reminds you of a dream or a wish or a desire that you have hidden so deep in the cave of your own heart that you almost forgot it existed. The leaf awakens this desire as it melts into your heart and transforms into a soft, sweet light. And you remember that long forgotten dream. A third leaf falls down and it touches your throat. The leaf softens your throat and reminds you of a dream, a wish, or a desire that you never ever dared to say out loud. The leaf morphs into the sweetest, softest light as it warms up your whole throat and clears it from anything that blocked you from saying that dream out loud. The last leaf falls from the tree and lands on your forehead. It melts into your third eye and transforms into a bright, shining light. And this light starts to project images in front of you. And you can see yourself fully living this dream. You can see yourself in this reality where all your wishes, desires, and dreams have become real. Watch yourself live that dream. What does it feel like to live that dream? Feel it. Remember. And as you rest in that remembrance, you sink deeper and deeper into the spacious awareness of your own beating heart. Feel yourself drift away. Let yourself go. And from this spacious awareness of your own heart, start to listen for your sankalpa. Feel your sankalpa awaken. Feel it blossom in your heart like a night flower. And let it expand into your whole body as you silently repeat it to yourself 3 times. The practice of Yoga Nidra is now complete. You start to feel the gravity of the earth calling you back home. The earth rises up to hold you, to welcome you. Your whole body is resting on the surface of the earth as you slowly awaken and come back to yourself. You can notice any sounds, any smells, any sensations in your body. Gently begin to deepen your breath. Take your time to wake up. There's no rush. Arrive in this beautiful, unprecedented, precious moment with a deep breath. Feel into your whole body as you start to move softly, stretch, soft movements in fingers and toes and your legs. You can move in any way that feels good. Take your time to awaken and come back. And if it feels right for you to slowly start to move and maybe roll over to your favorite side, feel free to do so. But if you want to stay here, please stay. There's nowhere to go, nothing to do. If you're on your way to sit up, take a few moments and just listen and feel the sound of the earth. And if you're sitting up with your eyes still closed, you can take a moment and just feel into your body as you're sitting here. You can put your hands in front of the heart in prayer. Let this inner knowing, this truth, these dreams, these desires these wishes integrate into the essence of your being. Let it be a soft whispering that reminds you of the truth of who you are. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you for your presence. I'm so grateful. Hari Om Tat Sat. Thank you.